everybody. I am at Eagles Canyon Raceway in Decatur, Texas. Up stupid early this morning. It's going to be the first track day for the 2020 Carbon Fiber Track Pack. I booked this quite a while ago. Good news, bad news. The good news is skies are clear, no rain, weather's decent. The bad news is it's freaking freezing out here. So I left my house, it was 35 degrees. I got about an hour drive or so. I saw temperatures ranging between 25 and 35. Obviously the owner's manual recommends not below 45 for the Cup 2 tires. Michelin site says nothing below 20 degrees. You can do cracking. So the below 45 is just a lack of traction, which I'm going to experience here probably shortly. But I'm doing, since I'm new to this track, they're making us all do lead follow sessions. So I think we have 4 or 5 lead follow sessions with classroom in between. It is a 2.7 mile course. Should be fun. I brought the car here in my truck and trailer, as you can see here. And I drive this all over town. Why would I take a trailer, take this car in a trailer to the racetrack? Number one, it's full of gas. Number two, I have 20 gallons of extra gas in the back of my truck. I have an extra front as well as an extra rear carbon fiber wheel in the truck. Tools, jacks, all sorts of stuff. And then also if something happens, I got to ride home. Yep, here we go. We're about to go racing. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, another 500 here, nice to see. And I'm filming this because I've never seen it used. But, well, first of all, introduce yourself for the video.
I'm Larry.
And he has a 2020 as well, and he is using the trunk inflator kit to adjust his tires. And I've actually never pulled mine out and used it, so it just plugs right into the power port.
Pretty simple. It's got a screw tip here, so you just screw it onto the...
Oh, nice. It's got the pressure gauge.
There's a pressure gauge right there, and you just...
Nice! Well, that's pretty cool. Well, I got the earmuffs on. It's cold here. So after talking with Larry, who was filling up his 500, I used his inflator kit versus dragging mine out and added a couple more pounds. I took my tires up to 30 psi just because it's so cold and they're not going to warm up like they would on a normal warm day. Other things I did to prep the car for the track is I put the rear wing in the track setting. And I did the track alignment. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link above here now. But in that alignment video, I mentioned that I didn't notice any difference out driving around. I noticed a difference today because I came into the parking lot here and did a full, rotation of the steering wheel, full to lock. And yeah, the tires were hopping and scrubbing, doing a full turn. But just out driving on the street, straight ahead or, minor turns here and there, I didn't notice any difference.
Drivers meeting, all drivers in the clubhouse garage, 745, all drivers in the clubhouse garage. 5-minute call to drivers meeting.
All right, so another 500 showed up as well. There's 2 base models, and I got the carbon fiber track pack here. But we got to do a drivers meeting now, as you just heard over the announcement, and then out on the track. There we go. brakes. Rear end's wiggling with the cold temps. Nice slide on the brakes going into the turn. We did the first session and then just did the classroom, and then we're going back up for a second session. Like I said, I was first session, I didn't even have time to set up all my cameras, get everything working right. We just, you know, get in your cars and go. Yeah, and super cold, car sliding around, you know, half throttle, easy on the brakes, and we're dealing with cold temps, but the car survived session number 1, going out for session number 2. All right, so we're about to go out for session number 2. My dash gauge shows all the tire pressures at 31 psi, and the outside temp is 35 degrees. This is our second session. We're actually going to do lead swaps, or, you know, the number 1 student behind the instructor on the lead follow. We're going to swap those positions as we go around the track. We just finished session number 2 on the track, and we're going to the classroom again to talk about stuff. Yeah, the temps were a little better, maybe a degree or 2 better, little better grip, but you can't be going into a corner hard on the brakes with a light rear end and turning the wheel expecting good things to happen. So brake earlier and on the gas a little bit in the turn. Having a harness, the seat locks in, but you're using thigh pressure to keep you in position, as well as, you know, on the steering wheel with my arms. Voiceover time. So the GT350 you see up ahead there, and you hear actually squealing quite a bit. He said something kind of funny during one of the breaks. He said that when he's behind me, I'm in front of him, he absolutely cannot hear his car. He was shocked at how loud mine was, especially since it has stock exhaust. This car is fan-freaking-tastic on the track. lot of gas. Woo. All right, we did session number 3. Temperatures much better. Sun's on the track. It was 45 degrees, much better grip. Car, as you saw, was out of gas. I just got done filling it up and moving some of my crap into the truck. So Lush will be sloshing around. I ended up having my key fob fall out of my pocket and go up around my driver's side feet there on the driver's side floorboard. So I'm gonna put that in a cup holder next time. But racing to get back to get the last part of the class session. And then we're going out for number 4. All right, got some gas in the beast. Going out for, I think this is session 4. Here we go. GT350 in front of me is doing a lot of squealing crashed here, or now there's shit all over the track. Fun. I think I just heard a pebble between my brakes and my wheels. So I can hear the brakes ticking, clinking, hot. I don't know if you can hear that on video. So far so good. They're working great. All right, that was a fun session. The sun's warming up the track some more. We saw somebody spin out and put a bunch of debris on the track. Hopefully they get that cleaned up, because there's rocks all over the track now there. The car's working great. The brakes, I don't know if you could hear on that video, but the brakes are singing. They're making all sorts of clinking and pinging sounds, but brakes are stout. Working great.
My BRZ, I don't have the horsepower. So
Also, you might play with just lifting before the turn in for 7. Instead of braking, try lifting, maybe lift a little earlier. And then that way, you'll naturally want to get back on the gas, which will keep your rear end from coming around.
Where you get into trouble is when you don't get back on the throttle here, because then the back comes around on you, and you either end up completely spinning out, or you need a new pair of pants by the time you're done.
All right, we just talked some more about turning. Some of the instructors want us to work on apexing, turning in later, and getting on the gas. You know, it'll all you get on the gas more going into the straights. I did confirm, actually these sessions are all 30-minute track sessions. If we come off a little early, it's because, you know, somebody's running out of gas, but it's 30 minutes on track for the most part. But we're going up for session number 5, which is the final session. So, chunks of rubber. Chunks of rubber from the other cars in front of me. All right, 5th and final session. It is currently 49 degrees. Work on some later turn-ins. Gotta get the tires warm first. Take this one deeper into the turn and then turn hard. Top corner. Slide out. That works. Both the guys in front of me have Pilot Super Sports, and they're noisy, they squeal. Try a late turn here. Late turning. That works better. back on the gas. So when we do the next swap and I'm right behind the instructor, I'm going to try and stay on him in the turns. There, got the ass end to slide around. Gotta wait for me to turn. Slide there. Let the others catch up. They're way back there. We left them. Tires parking there. into that turn. We've got the one lap left. There's little sliders on the brake. Catch up. They're way back there. Oh my gosh, this is fun. It's nice. I know there's manual fans, but it's nice being able to keep the hands on the steering wheel and focusing and hitting all your lines and turns and, you know, on time, on target, braking zones, acceleration zones, not having to worry about you know, shifting. I enjoy a manual out for a cruise here and there. Obviously, I got a bunch of them, but man, this is where it's at for the track. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is freaking fun. Now the last two times I've been on tracks were in base models with the 4S tires, much warmer, but even in the much colder temps, it's now 53 degrees. The Sport Cup 2s are just fabulous on the track. When they start to let loose, you know, it's not violent, they just start sliding slowly. And it's awesome.
that's us.
All right, so here's the instructor with the crazy cornering car, And he said we went too fast when we left everybody. What did we do?
We did a 2:15.7, which is 6 or 7 seconds faster than the previous fastest lap we did today.
We're moving. But that was fun.
Yeah.
So you're saying if we kept that pace, we would have lapped what?
Yeah, so if you and I kept our pace, we would have lapped our own group, and our group lapped all the other groups.
Oh yeah, so there's that. We were having fun. Yeah, that last lap, oh man, I was like,
We would have lapped a group every 7 laps at that pace.
holy crap. We're moving.
Yeah.
That was fun.
For the day too.
All right, just finished 5th and final session. Cars in one piece, even in these cold temps, just amazing. Let's see, takeaways. You know, if you got the carbon fiber track pack, make sure your wing is in the up. Sport Cup 2s are fantastic. Try to do a cool down lap for the brakes. Splitter wicker is a good idea for the front. Oil separator, good idea. Let the tires warm up. Don't go real aggressively right from the get-go. I had some good slides, but the Sport Cup 2s are real predictable. Another big takeaway for me is I had a bunch of crap in the car. I had some camera cases, mounts, and stuff like that. This stuff ended up sliding all over. Like I said, when I first got here, they just put us right out on the track. I didn't have any time to really prep stuff. I didn't have my camera set up properly. So, you know, if you're in the first group, be ready to go. I later got all that crap out of the car. And even when I thought I had it all out, I still had the key fob in my pocket. That slid out, went down by my feet on one of the laps. So make sure you have all your shit, so to speak, secure or out of the vehicle, because you're pulling some good G's out there. But it's fun. I'll close this for now. Got to get the car loaded up, and then I'll give some final thoughts. All right, I've got the car strapped down. Like I said, these Sport Cup 2s were excellent on the track. They weren't squealing like the Pilot Michelin Super Sports. They did start to bark real deep bark when I was having a good drift going. But very predictable, and you can see from my tire wear, you know, they're a little scored up. But that was 5 sessions today. Probably about, you know, a couple we ended early due to one was the off-track experience that somebody did. And then coming low on gas, so I think, you know, most of them were closer to 30 minutes, maybe a couple were mid to upper 20s. But the car survived. That was fun. Well, I'm back in my F-150 heading home after an awesome day. The GT500 is in the 20-foot trailer behind me, all strapped down. Amazing. The car was phenomenal on the track. Even in the cold, much better grip than I expected. It was actually a good thing to see first thing this morning, taking that beast out on a track with outside temps of 35 degrees. That track is fun. A lot of good elevation changes, double turns mixed together where you really got to work through those issues. Some nice straights. Larry, who was you saw earlier in the video, I borrowed his air pump for filling up my car so I didn't have to take one out of the trunk. He just sent me a text that there was a car, he apparently watching the follow-on group, which is the orange group, and a car from the orange group flipped over, he said, coming out of turn 3, so hopefully that guy's all right. You know, I took my trailer truck here because I wanted to haul a bunch of stuff. I've got extra gas in the back of the truck. In the truck here with me, behind in the back seats here, I've got an extra front and an extra rear carbon fiber wheels. I have jack, tools, a bunch of you know, stuff just in case I needed it. Turns out I didn't need anything other than the gas. Burned through some gas. Like I said earlier, the car started out with a full tank of gas. Burned through all of that, only had 8 miles remaining, you know, nothing on the gas gauge needle remaining. So I filled it back up again. I think it took maybe 14 gallons or so. I brought just shy of 20 gallons, so that was good to have, but in reality I didn't need it. They had a gas pump set up there at the track. I could have just driven my car here, and I may just do that in the future, just drive the car here, track it, drive it home, just buy their gas. But I didn't know what I was getting into for the first time, but it was nice to have all this extra stuff. It's just loading, unloading, doing the whole trailer thing adds some complexity, but offered options. But the car was phenomenal. That was my first time taking this one out on the track. Got to do some high-speed straights, some sliding corners, a little bit of drifting going on in there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.